Yo, yo, what up? Welcome to the GBall division. Yeah, buddy. What up? What up? Let's make a little switcheroo here. Yeah. Marisol. Dave. Bless. What up? Is the audio any good? For some reason it don't let you select like what microphone you want to use. Kind of weird. I don't like it. What up, Donnie? What's up, Neil? How's everybody doing on this beautiful Friday?
Daddy, I like this.
Go eat it, dude.
I don't like it.
Give me it then. What's up, Marco? What's up, Homer? Okay. I got it. Thanks, bud. Go throw that away. What? What's up, gadgets? Nobody can see you, sweetie.
What, you're doing something?
Yep.
Cool.
What's up, Homer? Haven't seen you in a minute, brother. Today is my Saturday. What, you got... What, you work Sunday to Thursday? Always gotta be on the grind. Don't do that. What's up, KGI? How you doing, brother? Yeah, buddy, TGIF, eh? Boy, what happened there? There we go. What's up, Adventure Man? Been taking a lot of side work. What do you mean, Homer? Like doing odd jobs? Oh, sweetie. I'm taking weekends now, but using that for other things like website and CAD. You mean you're working weekends too, Donnie? Check this out, fellers and ladies. Look at this bad boy. I have found my new favorite EDC fixed blade. This thing is awesome. It's expensive, but it is awesome. I have been non-stop carrying this bad boy. It's a newer release from Quiet Carry, and they did a killer job on this bad boy. It comes with really nice scout straps, obviously the Taco Kydex sheath, but they also send a really nice clip with it. You can use that on a belt. I mean, hell, I'm wearing gym shorts right now, and I carry it on my waistband. It's got this nice little tongue that will keep it, you know, in position even when you're pulling on the fixed blade. Van X super clean, baby. Love this thing. Well, I don't want to say the only one, but one that, you know, I really have loved is the Axial Alpine. I really like that one as well, but this thing, it's beautiful. It's like 0.6 here in this thick part. It just fills out the hand beautifully. Love it. Love it. What's the brown micarta? Oh. That is the one that Monster dropped recently, or fairly recently. It's 154, and then the micarta titanium backspacer. It is really nice. Like, the micarta is real nice. I don't have a ton of time with this one though. Maybe like a week I've had this out of the box, so I don't have a ton of time with it. I do have quite a bit of time with the titanium one and M390. But yeah, this is a nice bulky mid-size type of knife there. I forget what it's called. Glideman, maybe? Painting and body work on... Oh, nice. Yeah, I hear you, Donnie. Me too, buddy. What's up, Henry? Yeah, there's pretty much, at least for me, not too many days, not too much time off, I guess I should say. Definitely not a whole lot of days. Always spent doing something. Always. I carry my Bradford Guardian 3.2. That's a company I don't have anything from, is Bradford. I wanted to pick up some of their smaller EDC fixed blades. What's an older design? KGI? What? What are we talking about? What's the second from the bottom on the left? This guy. Second from the bottom on the left. This guy. Yeah, the Glideman is actually, it came out like a year and a half ago, but this particular version didn't come out till recently. You're right. Is this the one you talking about? Gadgets, you want to buy it? Oh, bottom. Oh, to you. This one? Or this one? This one. That one. You don't want to buy the iMamba? That? That's the relative, brother. That's the full dress relative. In Thor Damasteel. Thor Damasteel. Shit. I can't remember the name of the carbon fiber. It's some good looking stuff. And then I put the Mokume clip on here. I forget, I think it came with like a gold tie clip, but I felt it deserved. This was the hardest pocket clip to get for one of his knives, with the exception of the Thick Boy pocket clip, which I was still able to snag. What's up, Nick? So what's everybody carrying today? Anybody get anything exciting? Anyone get anything off Amazon? What's up, BNA? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, it's been a minute since I had this out. But it's such a good knife. That Damasteel that they do is some impressive stuff. Copper, carbon fiber. No, I think this is more of a... Oh, it's a... I used to know. I want to say it's gold dark matter I think is what it is. I think it's gold dark matter or something like that. The camera don't quite do it enough justice. Like, it looks pretty good on the video, but when you see this in person and look at it like in a good light, right, you can just kind of stare off into it. Kind of looks like a galaxy or something. Hey Man has seen it. Jamie's seen it in person. Alex, what up? The Hourglass, nice. Yeah, that's a good one. JD, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. B Shady, what's up, bud? Yeah, believe it or not, this is the only knife like this that I have in my collection with the Damasteel. Something quite this extravagant, if you will, right? If you will. What's up, Mick? Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Got a used Kubi Noble today. Nice. Yeah, the Terminus XR, that was on sale for like what, 35 bucks on Amazon. That's, if you're looking for a budget knife, that's a hell of a good pickup right there. Their D2 is nice too. SOG does a good job on their D2. The Porcupine, nice. Yeah, that's a good one. I like the Porcupine. The Porcupine. And the Matriarch, 80/20.5 and titanium and ceramic. O knife utility. Arkfeld Ultra. Nice. Maybe for a Herman, I like that knife Captain Ricky had. Not sure what he had. I'm sure it was some bougie shit. Yeah, Mick, I plan on doing, I don't know that it'll work out that way in particular, but I plan on doing one like each weekday for like an hour or something like that. Like a pop-up live, not like the sit-down ones I'd rather do like a normal live, but there's a lot more involved, quite a bit more involved getting those set up, getting that all ready. Like this, I can kind of plug and play type of deal. Yeah, I got some of those U1 Ultras, but I haven't even got to them yet. What's up, Bluminati? Good to see you, bro. Real good to see you, man. How you hanging in there, Blue? Vosteed Corgi on sale. Yeah, the Corgi's real popular. I like the Corgi. Nick, that is, especially the Vanker Corgi. This is one of Vosteed's new knives right here, this one. I think this is what you're talking about. Got kind of a traditional aesthetic to it. Or I think it does anyway. The big belly clip point with the curve down on the handle there. Doing their button liner lock. And then they got some like toned down versions too. As far as like what micarta they use. They have like blue and green, but then they got a couple of them crazier ones like this. I don't know if any of them's left. Oh, it is probably the fan, dude. Yeah, Texas just keeps getting hit, man. Yeah, I gotta keep the fan on. Can we... Oh, I can't like pop it up or nothing. JD coming in with 9 months. I wonder why I can't... Oh, because YouTube is dumb. I wish I had a little... I used to have a little bell. What'd I do with it? Where's my little... There we go. JD coming in with 9 months. What the hell? Gotta cancel that shit. Gotta cancel that, baby. What's up, Gareth? Thank you, brother JD. Yeah, I gotta keep the fan on, though. I don't know what. I want to say they did a couple different micartas, but I'm not sure on which ones, bro. I know they did like a greenish blue. They did two like this that have like the raindrop type look, right? Greg, that Tango isn't too small for you. It's definitely a smaller knife for sure. I mean, I don't prefer knives this size, but I mean, I can still, I can carry it and use it. But as far as my preference goes, yeah, it's a little small. I'd love it if this was a little bit bigger. But I mean, I've come around on knives like this. I basically had to, because that's, 90% of what the hell we get anymore is 2.9 to like 3.3. So I've come around on them a little bit more. Like, it ain't smaller than like this Pena here. Wow. Pretty close, actually. But not quite as small. Gareth coming in. Member for 7 months. GBall, you are a champ. Keep it up. Thanks, bro. Thank you for being here. The grind on the Jack Wolf. Yeah, it's a good looking knife. It's well done. I think these went pretty quick. I know the new slip joints, the budget ones, mine was delayed. It got stuck in like it got stuck somewhere, and the day I got it was the day they were released, and they were sold out. So it was like, well, end of that story there. End of that story. Kathleen, what is happening? Good to see ya. Yeah, I like Cerberus. KGI coming in with 6 months. Damn, 6 months already? Where's my kazoo? You won't get a kazoo, but I'll give you a couple of hypes. How about that, buddy? Appreciate all of you. Just hiding from work. Nice. I have an Arion, an original one. Oh, is the Artisan Arion, is that a Cerberus design? I freaking love this thing. Cerberus and Jake B Creates is an all-time favorite collab. Yeah, I have a, so do I, Nick, and I actually never carry it. I actually thought about selling it. Where is it? Right here. Let me get in one of my cases here. I don't know if this is, I bought it like right when they came out. But yeah, this is a good ass knife right here. Great size. Great micarta. Artisans always had good micarta. Even dating back to, damn, what was that trailing point flipper that they did? Oh, I can't think of the name of it, but it had incredibly good micarta. They've always had good micarta, in my opinion. And that's one thing about Artisan, too. They've never, like some companies have had, like Kaiser, they've had some questionable micarta over the years that they've done on various knives and whatnot. But like Artisans never put out a design that had like questionable micarta on it. Not that I've seen or had anyway. That and the Centauri. Yeah, I've checked out one of those. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did a premium one. I think that's the one you're talking about, right? Yeah, this is the budget one. Technically, I guess, right? Man, it's been a minute since I've had this thing out. Really good knife, though. I don't even know if you can still buy these. Can you get an Arion now? I don't think you can like this. Or the premium one. Oh, that's right. They did the minis, too. Yeah. That's right. Or small. Yeah, this was, look how off-centered that bad boy is. Probably just needs tightened up. Yeah, that was one of my first Artisans there. One of them. Might as well bring this feller out. The extremely popular Vombat. Let's see here. Yeah, the titanium one they did, it has real nice tight micro milling, that's right. Yeah, be shady. I mean, some people really don't, man. Hey, I ain't mad at you that you don't like it. I like it. Like, I like micarta. I know some people just cannot stand micarta. But that's the cool thing about the knife world is not everything will be for everyone, but there's always something out there for us. Boy, that needs adjusted bad. Real bad. Oh, it's just over tightened. I think that's what it was. Ooh. That bad boy's a guillotine. Big old drop point, pokey. Almost a spear point. Yeah, it's a good knife, man. Good knife. Good size, too. Love that knife. And the cool thing is now, obviously, there's more handle materials now than, especially like with what they're doing with aluminum and how they're milling it. I mean, even like this quiet carry, like this is G10, and I don't mind G10, but this is like premium G10, premium milling, like really good stuff on this quiet carry. Really good. I love this thing. I cannot put it down. I almost went to sleep with it on my side last night, but I was like, I better take that one off. What's up, William? Good to see you, bro. Check out KB Knives, new arrivals sometimes. Some awesome stuff. Yeah, Kubi, I've heard. I mean, I haven't checked out a bunch of their stuff lately, but Nick, no. But I'm willing to go out on a limb and say it's probably really similar to like the Roaring Fire tool rolls. So that's pretty much what that's what I've gone with as far as tool rolls go. But Exotac makes great stuff. I have a ton of their products. Tons of them. At one point, until they started, they put out some extra stuff like the fishing kit, sewing kit thing. But there was a point in time where I had almost all their stuff. But yeah, I love Exotac. Big fan. Big fan. Yeah, well, and micarta, man, you can get high quality micarta on a budget knife. I mean, I just showed one the other day to you guys. And this is like a $40, $50 knife, $50 knife. The Petrified Fish Tunny. It's got beautiful micarta on it. So, you know, price really don't equate with micarta, at least. Because you can get badass micarta on an inexpensive knife. And you can get, you know, you can get cheap shit too, though. All over the place. Not so much anymore, though. I will say that. You're not really... There's not... I don't remember the last time I saw some bunk-ass micarta on a name brand company's knife here in the last year or so. But yeah, there definitely has been some questionable... TRM does have some good G10. There's somebody else too that does really good G10. I mean, Quiet Carry does good G10. I'll think of it, I suppose. Lisa, hey, what's happening? Good to see ya. What you carrying today? My ProTech TR3 Integrity just arrived. Nice. Are those is that the new one? The new TR3s? I'm out of the loop on my chat just jumped. I'm getting you knife next week. TKE, what's up, brother? I saw that they did a manual with the studs. What's up, Marco? TKE, 17 months. Damn, that is almost a year. What the? No, my thingy died. Does that sound the same or no? There you go. That was actually me. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, brother. You'll hit a year soon. You'll hit a year soon, buddy. Yeah, Exotac is good, man. as far as like production, like I love Brian. He does incredible, like handmade ferrocerium rods. Brian, B-Dig, mittens. But as far as production, ferrocerium rods go, Exotac is the winner in my book. Anyway, yeah, I've spent quite a bit of money with them. Greg convinced me to buy the Exotac lighter. Great recommendation. Oh, the Titan light. Yep. I got one of them right here, actually. Yeah, Exotac makes awesome stuff. Their fire sleeve for their Bics keeps them safe from water, debris. They float, I believe, in this. They make fire cord pulls. And then here's the Titan light. Oh yeah, I do remember you picking up one of these, B&A. Yeah, really good little fire starter here, and it holds the fluid very well. I actually emailed them like 2 years ago. I was having trouble with something, so they sent me the hardware to the entire lighter, new hardware. And I realized it was just the flint was freaking getting low. But they'll take care of you, even if they don't exactly know what the problem is. But I told them I was having trouble with the wheel on my Titan light, but it was just the flint needed changed. Which version of the Jaeger? That's the V3 there. That's the V3. You can actually tell because of the custom pivot there. That pivot actually gives it away. I think this is DLT exclusive. I think DLT exclusive. It's got the copper dark matter, or the dark matter copper. So these are actually the same family, just different bases. One's gold, one's copper, but they're both dark matter. And yeah, I wanted the flipper on this one. Yeah, I don't get this bad boy out too much either. D. Sharon, what's up, buddy? Clint, what's happening? Good to see y'all. Yeah, the Titan light blows Zippos, like regular Zippos, out of the water in form and in function. You're gonna pay typically a little bit more for something like this, but ultimately, if you like lighter fluid style lighters, refillables, the Titan light is the way to go for sure. Yeah, they have since they first came out. Like, I remember when Exotac had like just a few products, dude. This was years and years ago. They only had a couple of things. Now they don't have a ton of stuff, but they've definitely put out some new stuff. What's up, Steve? Daniel, what's up? Appreciate you being here, brother. What am I carrying today? So I showed this a little bit ago. That's my fixed for today and for the foreseeable future. That right there is the Quiet Carry, the Shallows. Van X Super Clean, G10, titanium. taco kydex sheath. And then it also comes with scout straps, which is how it's staged out of the box. And then it also comes with this nice little clip here, belt clip, pocket clip. It's got a tongue that's reversed, so that way when you go to pull this out of your pocket, that little tongue right there will actually keep the sheath in your pocket or your waistband, whatever, you know, wherever you're carrying it. Let's see here. What are you carrying in your pocket would be the question. Projectiles, what's up, buddy? Oh, I wasn't done. I'm still carrying the Griffin V3. I can't put it down, even when I try. I love it. Love this thing. And it's one of them rare occasions where, it's one of them very rare occasions where the cutout and fuller are done exceptionally well. The front flipper is done insanely good. If you look at the height compared to the frame, that's perfect. You want it to be just above, you know, you want it to be above the frame. Perfectly done there. But then if you look, it slightly cants in, and then it starts to peek back out. That gives it just a perfect landing spot for your thumb or your index finger, however you want to do it. And the detent, the rear flipper is exactly the same. There's just enough room there and good jimping to fire it out. The detent on this is tuned to absolute perfection. It's so good. And it's such a good size too. That is in the pocket though. The quiet carry. And what else did I have? I took it out. What was I carrying? What was I? What did I have? Oh, I had this since yesterday. The Locust. I forgot. The Locust. Just to get some thumb disc action. So that's what I was that's what I've been rocking the last day or so. Right. And then I was hanging out in Bob DeMarco's live last night, the Knife Junkie. Now he's got me on the hunt for a freaking sword, which I don't need at all. Vanex is some good stuff, Nick. Especially for something like you plan on really using and carrying, and like you might be getting in like different environments or whatever. You know, water and sweat and all that type of stuff. Not going to affect it. It's also got very good edge retention, right? Like S35VN type. And then its toughness is very good too. I mean, the edge retention and toughness aren't like off the charts, but they are plenty good for, you know, an EDC knife. But yeah, I like Vanex quite a bit. It's one of my favorite steels, for sure. Yeah, Nimble X drop tomorrow. That is 100% true. Let's see here. I'll help you out. There's a little something. Little linky poo. I did not see the new slip joints. the Ariella drop is today. Yeah, quiet carry, man. That's they are batting 1,000, dude. Yeah, you ain't kidding, bro. They do quiet carry. Quietly does a badass job. I mean, they just knock it out of the park. They're a well-respected company that isn't out in the forefront like some, when they easily could be, for sure. I don't know if that's, you know, maybe that'll change at some point. Maybe that's by design. Oh, the Kubi Bloom. Holy titties, it's good. I don't think I've checked that one out yet. Kubi Bloom. Sounds familiar, though. I got my Vosteed Shill and Cutter in LMAX today, thanks to you, GBall. I've carried this knife a lot since I won it from you. Oh, nice, dude. That's right. Yeah. No problem, brother. The Shill and Cutter is freaking sweet. I mean, I really don't need a sword. I really don't. But you hang around Bob for a little bit, shit. He's got, I mean, I have an ungodly amount of folders, but he's got an ungodly amount of fixed blades. I mean, that boy, he's got some fixies. I mean, I got a ton of fixies, but I'm guessing I don't have anywhere close to as many as he does. I mean, I do have the Hungalos too. That's like a mini sword. But yeah, I know, I thought the same thing. I wouldn't mind having a sword, just because. Oh, and the sow catcher from Odin Wolf, that thing is a beast. It's a double-edged dagger fixed blade. What's the green and yellow knife? This guy. That's that, the Kaiser Feeweed Bounty Hunter edition in LMAX. Star Wars Bounty Hunter. And then they did a couple others as well. Blackwashed LMAX. You got the triangular studs and front flipper. Really well tuned. Really well tuned. Like a nice strong detent. And then this is actually all titanium with a Cerakote on it. That's how they're able to get the colors that they did on the titanium there. But they also have, and actually I didn't know it, but these ones, I know a lot of people were looking to getting one of these, and these are actually now back in stock, which I didn't know. They just became available within the last week or two, I would say, like last 2 weeks or so. But this is the Feeweed, and it's in the Z-Wear with the gold camo carbon inlays, I believe it is. But they did the Feeweed in like 4 different versions originally. Then they put out these new special edition Star Wars editions. But these ones sold out instantly, like in a day or two. This version. But they're back now. So I think they're all available now at this point. So that's cool. Yeah, Nick, and I actually have a video on it if you want, if you want to get a closer look or see comparisons or anything like that. It just went up within the last, July 1st. I'll just get a link, and if you want to check it out, you can. Here, I'll put it in the chat. That's the link to the Feeweed, the new one. They were available the last I knew, bro. The last I knew. Now, Jake's talking about doing Vanguard Marys in CTS XHP. Rolf, what's up, brother? Good to see you. If I missed something or somebody, just... Tim, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, they're more like a maroon. Kind of like a maroon, almost. Typically not my style, green, yellow, and maroon. But because it's the, the Bounty Hunter edition, and then you flick out the blade and you're like, oh. So, I kind of made an exception for this knife here. Typically not my style, but it's cool. Paul, what's up, brother? Check out the new samurai looking knives from North Mountain Blade. That's somebody I need to get in contact with. I haven't talked to them in a minute. Man, that's beautiful, though. Look at that grind. Look at that blade. Beautiful. Beautiful. It better be. Beautiful. One thing I'm going to do is, with the Bounty Hunter, I'm going to carry this a little harder and try to get and use it and whatnot and kind of rough it up, not intentionally or on purpose, but semi on purpose, I guess, a little, but to try to rough this up a little bit so it looks more like the Bounty Hunter outfit, right? Check out this big old boy. Video coming soon. Video coming soon, but look at this hoss. Look at that. This thing is a little beast. Comes with a striker and ferro rod. I have a couple of these setups from Holtzman, and their D2 is really good, some of the best. And if you don't want to take my word for it, go check out Stasa. Stasa's done quite a bit of testing on their D2, but it's good stuff. There's a lot of D2 fans out there. Put up your dukes. Put them up. Put them up. And my chat is jumpy as all hell, buddy. Oh, I was gonna get the soul catcher out. Yeah, I'm kind of interested in the Magnamax too. I mean, I'm not like in a huge hurry or nothing. I wasn't in a huge hurry to get Magna Cut either, I guess. What does the tattoo on your right hand symbolize, GBall? That is actually so it's my birth month and the year I was born, the symbol for that, which equates to the year of the horse. So that's what that means. And I've actually only ever had one person comment about it. It was just recently too, within the last couple of months, last few months. A new subscriber is married to someone from China or someone with a Chinese heritage or whatever. But my dad's ex-wife drew this up for me. She was from Fushun, China, and I just love the symbol. And so I tattooed it permanently on me. But only one person ever has known exactly what the hell it was. A few people kind of knew. I've had a ton of people ask me what it was and what it meant, but only one person has actually known, and it was that guy's wife. She knew exactly what it was, what year and everything, what month, year, all that. I do as well, Gadgets. That's why you see that here and not a CRK. Sharp Guy, Brandon, what's up, brothers? Good to see you guys. What you carrying? Bob, I have about 150 fixed blades, from like small little guys up to, you know, big ass fixed blades. This is one of my favorite here though. All time favorite. Yeah. Yeah, bud. Yeah. Yeah. If I could carry this around all day, which I could, I'd be a happy feller. Let me grab that sow catcher or sow catcher. But yeah, I got tons of fixed blades, bro. Yeah, tons. Let me get the sow catcher out. This thing, I love it. I don't know if you guys can hear me, actually. So I don't know if this microphone's actually picking up. But check this shit out. Another company, I just showed you that Holtzman. They do a really good job with their D2, but another company that I've tested out their fixed blades who do a really good job is also Odin Wolf. Check this bad boy out. Check this shit out, guys and gals. Look at that. Oh, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. It's got the overmold grip, so you really get a good grip on this thing. But I love this. Love that fixed blade. Now the one, which we've done testing videos on it, I'm gonna start doing some more. I just gotta get out of my little funk that I've been in. But we tested this one last summer, and it did incredibly well. The only part of this fixed blade, which I let them know, and I don't know if they're going to, if they fixed it or not, but the button clasp. Now that one on the Southcat, you know, and maybe this one was a fluke, but just under standard wear and tear, maybe a little bit extra, the button pulled off there. Could have been just a fluke, but I let them know. But the W Shetty from Odenwolf, this thing is a monster right here. Love this thing. Look at that reach. Nice thick spine. But we tested that one last summer and it's a great machete fixed blade. Love that. The year of the rat. Hey, that's cool. Year of the snake. What's my most carried fixed blade ever? Most carried fixed blade ever. Probably would have to be. What's up, Ginger Fisher? War Room? Boy. It would probably be. To be honest. Probably be this guy right here. The Candiro. Probably my most carried, most used. Now that was before, you know, this is one of them at least right here. I mean, you want to talk about just a dependable little fixed blade? You cannot beat the Candiro and Essie. Really good stuff. Really good. That's one of them. Probably a couple Essies would be up there at the top. The Azola 2, the 4, the 6. I've carried and used them a ton. There's my Azola. I tried to get matching ones, which I got close. But there's my Azola 2. Love this one. That's up there. Wish they'd go to a different sheath, but you know, you can get sheaths elsewhere as well. But yeah, those couple are definitely some of the most carried ones I've got, or that I have. The SE4, the SE6. I plan on making this quiet carry here. This will probably be something that sticks around for quite a while. I actually have, it was a gift from a brother in here, and I have a BK, what is it, a BK 7? Got a special place in my heart, and I've used it some, carried it quite a bit, but I've struggled to use it a bunch because I really like it, because it was a gift. And I'm sure he would want me to beat on it. But, yeah. Love this. Love this knife right here. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a freaking K-Bar Becker collab, that's for sure. Mimo, what's up, buddy? I do not have anything from Dawson Knives. Hit the thumbs up, baby. Yeah, hit the thummy. Let's get a thummy going. Everybody, stab that thummy. It's a work from home day, so I'm carrying my Manix 2 XL with the wave opener attachment and the S1R2 from Olight. Very nice, BG. Very nice. Kathleen, it probably won't go out till Monday, I'm going to guess, but yeah, it should be here this coming week. They like wanted me to sign, which that's only the second time this has ever happened, but they want me to like sign an agreement that I'm gonna like do the video and stuff, and I was like, I was kind of hesitant, but I know others have, obviously they must have done it as well, but yeah, it should be here this week, so I am pretty excited to check it out. I told him I've had quite a few people ask me about it and whatnot. But that's funny, Kathleen. When was that? You mentioned that like a week ago? Saturday, maybe? Saturday night, I think we looked at it. Last Saturday. I literally was going through my junk folder, probably like the next day. My junk email folder, which I try to check that, you know, on a every couple of day basis because a lot of emails will get put into that. But I shit you not, about a week ago from that point, so like 2 weeks ago now, they had emailed me and wanted me to, you know, check it out or whatever. But they had actually sent 2 emails, so luckily I was able to see that they emailed me. So I probably would have had one and had a video out around the same time had I seen that email. Ginger Fisher always winning stuff on Whatnot. Kylie, what's up, bud? Good to see ya. Well, I mean, I ain't dead yet, so the medicine's working. I just got a titanium pyrite XL, custom anodized by Draw 214. What, you bought that, or you won that, or what's up with that? Titanium Pyrite XL. Sounds badass. My most carried fixed blade is an old K-Bar from the Navy from 1981. Hell yeah, dude. Love K-Bar. Love their story, too. Yeah, I'm a pretty big fanboy of K-Bar. I got a Montana Knife Company Mini Speedgo Ultra on their drop last night, and it's already shipped. Those guys are awesome folks. That's another company I won't mind checking out. One of their fixed blades is MKC. But that's one thing right there, Daniel. Kind of like DLT. Like, you order something from DLT before, like, say, 2 o'clock Eastern, and maybe even, like, 3 or 4 o'clock, depending. But they'll ship that shit out the same day. Like, you know, I've ordered stuff at, like, 11, 12 o'clock from them, and by 2 o'clock, they have shipped it out. And that's one reason, one of the many reasons, like, if I'm buying something, DLT is one of the first places I'll scope out. Just because I respect how, you know, and Midway, totally different side of things, but like Midway USA, they're the same way. They'll, you know, you order shit from them and they'll have that stuff shipped out same day. You know, as long as you're not ordering it real late in the evening or nighttime. Sierra Rick, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Just dropped in to say hello to you in the chat. Can't stay. Hey, thanks for swinging in, man. We'll be back on Saturday night, brother, if you can swing in on Saturday. Well, God willing, we'll be there Saturday. Roughly about 9:30, somewhere in there. You know how it goes. Let's see. I bought the pyrite and paid for the anno job. Oh, okay. I see. Cool. That's a good knife, dude. The XL. I haven't had the titanium one, but I'm sure it'll be... What steel did they do that one in? Is that S90 or did you say? I can't remember. Yeah, I got a bunch showing up today too. Probably sitting out on the porch. Got an Ole Arkfeld Ultra coming in the mail today. That's awesome, dude. The Arkfeld's I like that. You know, I like the Arkfeld. I haven't gotten a chance to check out their new coating yet, but I do have. I will be able to. I haven't had the time to get to it. But I got several new thingamajigs to check out from them. Just haven't gotten to it yet. I know somebody. This is one that's still in the package, but for the people who are looking for like a paracord system, I have one in my EDC bag, which we'll be doing a video on that real soon. This is where it's at though. You can hide a bic down here in the bottom. It's got a cutter for the cord built in, and then a spot for like a lanyard. 50 foot, plenty of paracord to do what you need. But Atwood is where it's at for the paracord. I think it was Brandon. I feel like it was Brandon. But they also just released their para puck survival cord, which if you look here, this is 50 foot. It's got wax jute, fishing line, Kevlar, and fire starter all in one. Heat resist and cut resist. Like it's good stuff. 200-pound test, and it's, you know, it's about half the thickness of paracord. But that's their new USA made. Good stuff though. Real good stuff. I do have a coupon code for Atwood if you don't have paracord, you definitely should. You should have some paracord. Oh, let's see here. That should work. Kevin, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. What's your favorite steel for a hard use knife? Well, I guess it depends on what you mean. Like a folder, or do you mean like a EDC fixed blade, a big fixed blade like a chopper? Kind of depends, because even something like, a lot of people think D2 is a tough steel, and it's not. It's not a tough steel by the numbers whatsoever. But when it's done properly, it's still a steel, and it's still very tough. I've tested a bunch of D2, Cryo D2, from like well-respected companies who do D2, you know, Off Grid, Odin Wolf, Holtzman, like they all do a really good job. And it's really tough shit. But by the numbers, it's not. So when you start getting into steels that by the numbers are tough, like something like 14C, that shit is so insanely tough, it's crazy how tough that stuff is. I haven't seen Dragoon in a little bit, actually. Another person I haven't seen, man, and I've tried to like comment back on his comments and stuff, is E to the F and D. I haven't seen him in weeks, man. I don't know. Hopefully he's alright, but he used to be one of the first people to comment on every video. He was always in the Saturday live streams, and then just all of a sudden he disappeared. What's the concept with the black weave carbon fiber? This one. That's the good old Convict there by Sheepdog Knives. And if you really like this, these are actually on a crazy sale right now. Paul, I just did a video. Let me see if I can get a link to it here. Right here. If you want to check it out or closer look, whatever. I'll put a link in the chat for you. That's a video I just recently did on that knife and a couple other concepts. Yeah, Daniel, Midway is... I love Midway. Love Midway. I've spent a lot of money with them. It's a good thing to have in stock, man. Paracord. Paracord will come in clutch. It might be something that's unexpected, like all kinds of different shit. But having some good rope, you can't duplicate, you can't duplicate it. It can't be... There's certain things that you just have to have. You know what I mean? And good paracord is one of them. Oh, this is the one you was talking about, bro? Yeah, these are on an insane sale right now. I forget what the final price is, but carbon fiber and 154 cm. I think they're working these out as far as like this version and a couple others. They're working these out of their lineup. And you can get some... You can go on Amazon right now and probably their website. I'd maybe check both Amazon and their website. And if They have it at a good price on their website. You might be able to use my 10% off code and get even more on it. 100% sure if you can do that with the code. On a, you should be able to, maybe not. Oh no, the prices went back up. Or no, wait, no they didn't. No they didn't. No, you can still score the carbon fiber one in 154 for 65 bucks. That's a freaking killer deal. For that knife. But let's see here. Let's see here. Hold on. Don't get your panties in a bunch here. I mean, I double check. But that might work too. So I don't know. Yeah, hopefully Dragoon is alright, man. 14C does take a wicked edge, and it's insanely tough shit, too. Like, some people don't realize that. What's up, Aries? Good to see you, bro. Brashir, what's up? Still at work. Won't be able to say hi to everyone individually. Understandable. Good to see you, Brashir. That's mainly what I was talking about, Kev, earlier about Midway was, like, it's a different genre of stuff, but they equally put out shipments and orders like DLT. Like DLT and Midway, you want to find something and get it quickly, they're going to have good inventory and good ship times. They're two of my all-time favorites for sure. 5160 is very tough, yeah. My $2 GCKs are in 5160. Those are two knives I will never get rid of, ever. I've showed them off before. Some of you have seen them. Some of you out there have seen them. I actually can't, I don't have them in the studio here. Those are actually in the bedroom. Those ones, those stay in the bedroom. Driving and listening for Aries. Let's see. I'm a small fixie guy, usually a Boker. Yeah, I'm not, as far as like EDC goes, you start getting past like 8-ish, you know. Like this is perfect right here for an EDC. Like I can get a full grip, a comfortable grip, and a touch of slack, you know. And then that's plenty of blade there to get the job done. About 7.5 on this guy. Yeah, I like this thing a lot. I can't stop. Salty Pines EDC. What's up, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you. What you carrying today? Let's see here. I got a limited edition Buck 110 with 1960s retro markings, Magna Cut, and special mirror polish blade and bolsters that I missed when they dropped for $200. I held out until it was 125. Really? Where the hell did you get that for 125? USA made, magnet cut. For 125, that's a freaking deal. That's a deal. That's cool. My cousin Rodney carried one his whole life. He was born in '64 when they came out. So I got that 60th anniversary knife in his memory. Oh, sweet. Yeah, that's a badass knife right there, dude. Hell yeah. The Buck 110 Pro Plus, I think is what it's called. That's actually the knife that I have to thank for pretty much where I'm at right now. Between the Buck 110 Pro Plus, which led me to the Bug Out, which led me to right here where I'm standing. But yeah, those two knives right there set me off, baby. Took me from the how do I want to say it? Projectile weapons community to the knife community. I need to get some scales for my Chavez Redencio. I'm actually thinking about selling one of my Chavezes. I'm probably going to be selling. If anyone wants a PSYOP in LMAX, hit me up. If anyone wants a Devo, whatever these are called, hit me up. If anyone wants a Vero, a Chavez, what else am I selling? I was gonna put the video out today, but I don't know if I'll get to it. Couple of Arcanes, I'll probably get if anybody wants those. Crawler, Abyss. I'll be getting rid of a bunch of that stuff here real soon. I got the outline. I got everything done. I just gotta get it up. Get it up. You know what I mean. Got a couple of hand-forged heavy machetes from the Philippines. Made from the old truck leaf springs, made out of 5160. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. Jamie, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. What you carrying today, brother Jamie? What you got in the old pocket? What do you think about the new $300 Leatherman folders? I'm not real enthused with what they're doing. I think they're probably a little overpriced. You can just sit down, sweetie. More knives and stuff.
This is Harry Potter.
That's just a box, Bubba. It's knives and battery banks and flashlights and stuff like that. Nothing exciting. For you, anyway. The package queen just came. Yeah, I don't know. you know, I like what Leatherman is trying to do. I just don't necessarily know that I like how they're doing it, I guess. Like, I think the HRC is too low. I think the price is too high. The designs are too bland. I do like that they use the button compression lock. That was a good move, but I don't know. I don't know. They're not giving us anything that, like, how do I want to put it? They're not giving us anything that's like anything of substance, you know? Let you see the Chavez. Oh, I'm getting rid of this. Or I'm selling this too. S90V, titanium micarta. The Artisan Prime. Real snappy bastard. I'll be putting the video up soon. That'll be the one I probably get rid of right here. I'll probably keep my drop point and my Warncliffe, but this one I'll probably let go of. I gotta make some room. I've had to make some executive decisions. I literally bought that third wood case, but I still don't have enough room. Got it on Midway. Oh, nice. They are garbage. There are blessings all around if we recognize them. Yeah, we definitely take a lot of, everyone takes things for granted, that's for sure. It's a thing, I think. But to show to acceptance is a big deal, and to show and to remember what you're grateful for on a daily, weekly basis, it would be good for everyone. No, I do not have the crossbar Chavez, no. Got my Ohio River Jack and the Gideon for Jamie. You got that, the Miguron? Is that what you're talking about, Jamie? No, Marco, that was little GBall. Little GBall. Ashley is actually back to work. Started last week. No, not till they really, you know, they should have done a little bit more R&D before, and it would have been more respectable if they would have come out, said like, I don't know, I'm 150, right? Like, we got G10 here, Magna Cut done properly, 150, you know, and then had they started there, maybe put the models out with titanium and other handle materials with inlays or what have you, special editions, and then charge, you know, like $300 once like the tweaks are worked out, once you're, you know, why would I go spend $300 on that new knife when I can go to TRM, I can go to Hogue. I mean, there's a plethora of companies that you're gonna have diehard Leatherman fans that will go get them anyway, no matter what. But yeah, I'm not really I won't be getting one. That's for sure. Yeah, Kathleen, exactly. Exactly. Well said. I would have much rather seen that. Like, put out a reasonably priced multi-tool that has the ability, like what Roxxon's been doing with their stuff, making them like a little bit more modular, you know, good steel, whatever. Not that, I mean, D2, this is in D2, so it's not like horrible or anything. It's definitely good enough for something like this. But yeah, it would have been much more exciting if that's what they would have done. Brian, what's up, brother? The Artisan Butcherling. I don't think I've seen that. Yeah, you can shoot me an email, anybody. Yeah, that's right, Mick. I have a crossbar Chavez. It's called the X-Lock. Is that the full-size Chavez? I just got today some brand new ones. Oh, the Tradition, though. So I don't know what that one is. And then they sent me another one with Beast. The Beast, I guess. Yes, they are crazy for that price tag, too. To come right out the gate with that price tag, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to check that Butcherling out. I think I have, Tim, probably, I got the original Wave, which that stays in my truck. I got the Skeletal, the Free P2. I think I only probably have 3. Three Leatherman, anyway. I got a case full of multi-tools, but yeah, I'll check it out for sure. The Ariella is sold out, or whatever it's called. Well, how's that? Arella? Urella? Arella? Hey, later, Tim. We'll be on tomorrow night, or yeah, tomorrow night, 9:30-ish. Yeah, he does. What up, Brian? Seems overall that the American production makers are not taking advantage of the market situation right now. Maybe with the exception of some Spydercos. Yeah, exactly, Daniel. There's a lot of options out there that I would pick, you know, before that. Yeah, what it would take is a company who's not like trying to get rich, just someone who loves, a company or owner who loves knives, to produce U.S. knives and be able to, you know, to pay the employee, you know, keep the employees paid or whatever, and put out like Buck does in a sense, but maybe a little better quality, you know. But it would be sweet if we had a U.S. company that would do like 50 to 150 or 75 to 150. It's not small, but it's sold out at Blade Show. Won't be available till the end of summer. Oh, that ain't bad. Just got some sort of national weather alert or something. Or, whatchamacallit. Yeah, I mean, if I had like $1 million or whatever, like if I was I would definitely do that. You know, as long as you can pay the bills, pay the employees, that's what it would take. It would take somebody who's not like looking to make a huge, you know, a living off of it, so to speak. I mean, you would want it to be prosperous in ways, but too much of a lot of the stuff is, you know, money hungriness and whatnot. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not dissing Buck, Mick. I'm just saying, like, they're more of, they have been doing some stuff, doing some different stuff. But like Buck, pricing and whatnot, but just maybe different styles and all that. Yeah, I don't know if that was an Amber Alert or... September. I might have to check that out. Yeah, I know, Mick. I'm just saying. I love Buck. I love Buck. It would be, you know, it would actually be Buck if Buck took it upon themselves to, like, they could, if they brought in the right team and whatnot, or the right people, brought in the right materials, designs, and locks, and all that sort of thing, they really could kind of take a giant step. Well, if I get kicked off, you'll know why then. Pennsylvania is going through a statewide internet outage. Well, maybe the terror cells are activated, huh? I don't know. I would love to get my hands on like a premium, like one of their premium Buck 110 autos. That would be sweet. I'm trying to think, where is my... I've showed it before. I was trying to think of where my Buck 110 Pro is. Can't remember what I did with it. Anybody know? Or if anybody wants like a Malibu or a Mordax, you can hit me up too. I got a bunch of shit I'm gonna be selling. $9.5. B2. Oh, there it is. I found it. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's the knife right there. That's the knife that sent me in. This is the knife that brought me into the knife community right here. Beautiful. And then this knife, I bought this because I was always kind of a knife junkie, you know, buying SOG and Gerber and all that crap. But then I was like, you know, I want a good USA made knife. One I can get, and then I don't need to ever get, you know, I never need to get another knife again. And for some reason, I happened to get on YouTube, and I don't know why, but I looked up a video on this knife right here, and in that video, I don't remember who it was, but they had a bug out, not necessarily this one, just a bug out. And I was infatuated with, so this has S30 and micarta, which are two things I had never had at that point. And I saw this and I was like, oh, that's freaking amazing. I was like, oh, the crossbar lock. Carbon fiber, S90V. So then I went and got this, and then I was like, okay, I don't need any more. I'm done. I got this around the holidays, 7, 8 years ago, maybe. I forget when it was, but then I started to watch a video on this knife, you know, after I got it. And after that, it was just all down into the hole. But yeah, these are the two knives that started it all. I got this to be kind of like my user, whatever. And then I was like, I'll get this because I enjoyed taking like my old SOGs and flicking them open. They were garbage, you know, or Gerber or whatever. And I enjoyed that. This was before there was fidgeting. per se. And I was like, man, I'll really be able to dick around with this bug out knife. And then once I experienced S30, S90, micarta, crossbar lock, back lock, then I was like, well, I wouldn't mind trying this lock or this steel, and then it just, it went sideways real quick. It went from 1 to 1,000 fairly quickly, few years. But yeah, that's my story there. I think that video is still up on the channel of how my journey started. Yeah, Kathleen, that would be ideal. BEEDC will be doing a video on the Chavez X-Lock soon. Yeah, I'm kind of interested in that, Rolf. To check it out. I did one, but 3 people watched it. Yeah, I know the pain, brother. I know that pain. Yep, I got a Kershaw blur as well. GBallVision@outlook.com. I mean, some people think it's hilarious that the buck 110 is what started. Like, this wasn't my first knife, right? But it was the knife that got me into collecting. I had a couple dozen knives from the time I was a teenager into my early 20s. And they were all, they were okay. I still have some of them, actually. But the buck 110 is what this one, which is pretty much a completely different animal compared to the original. It's lighter, it's thinner. The micarta is amazing on this knife. S30V with the Boz heat treat. I mean, this thing is ridiculous, guys. Like, ridiculously sharp and well done. I've pretty much held back on using it a whole lot. Probably give it to my son someday. Yep, that's where I got my Kershaw blur. Was Walmart. I stopped in there one day after work a couple years back. I was fiending for a new knife, and I probably had one in the mail on the way or something, but I was like, man, I'll go into Walmart, see what they got, because I don't ever go to Walmart. I haven't in years. I rarely ever go. But I was thinking they had at least some stuff. And I went with the Kershaw blur. It's got the green aluminum with the black inserts, and then I think it's in 14C, I want to say. Great little knife. I have that back in my chest rig, actually. Ron Crow, what's up? And I love the angled studs. Excellent studs. Stud action. I mean, it's assisted, so, but still. Well, maybe, Rolf. Maybe. I have quite a bit on my plate right now. Depending on when it is and all that stuff, maybe. I'd love to take a look at it, dude, but my ability to, like, get it, you know, for me to get it in the mail and, like, just shoot a video, you know, it might take me a little bit. I shouldn't even be doing this live stream right now. I should be recording videos, actually, but I haven't been known to have all my brain cells. Yeah, Mick. What's up, Clint? What you carrying today, dog? Yeah, as a kid, man, you know, I grew up watching all the 80s and 90s action movies, so as a kid, I was obsessed with guns and gear. Just gear. Love the gear. And that has pretty much always stuck with me. I've always liked gadgets and that type of shit. And then, as I've said, you know, in my later teen years and into my early 20s, I really liked drugs and stuff better. But when I came out of that coma, that drug-fueled coma, I got back into knives, and that's pretty much the end of that story there. Well, I got into pew-pews and all that stuff first, but then I got into the knives. Yeah. Bought a few batches of knives, the cable TV knife show as a kid. That's awesome. What's up, Ron? What you carrying, bud? The carbon fiber and orange Magna Cup blade really got me going on really collecting, not just buying good, even great, but users. We'll have to have a live stream dedicated to, like, story time. Oh, yeah, I do, Rolf, yep. Yeah, Mick, well, I like doing these in regular lives, and YouTube likes it when I do them also. But I have just so much that I should be doing that, you know, but it is what it is. Oh, dude, Commando? Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, as a kid, I was watching Commando, Predator, True Lies. I mean, the list just is endless. Every weekend, my dad and me, he could rent, we'd watch them every weekend, something. A lot of times they had, like, you know, buy one or rent one, get one free or whatever. So we'd get, you know, get a couple free or whatever. And yeah, that was my childhood. We, you know, from the time I was about 4 or 5, I was hanging out with my dad watching Arnold and Van Damme and Stallone. So I was always in love with that stuff. Yeah, in my experience, I know everyone, there's no real story that's the same as far as addiction and childhood and all that stuff. Like for me, my dad got sober before I was born in like 89, 88, and my mom don't drink, so I never saw my parents messed up. The only thing I really ever knew was that my dad did, fool around. But I had no reason to turn out the way I did. But I also know people who are similar to me who turned into addicts. I know people whose parents were addicts, and because of that, they didn't do drugs. But I know people whose parents were alcoholics or drug addicts, and they did turn out like them. So there's really no rhyme or reason the way everything happens and turns out, It's definitely a combination of your thought process and who you hang around with. That's for sure. What's your favorite flipper right now? Just pure flipper? It's a good question. Favorite flipper? Well, I'll give you an inexpensive one. I'll give you an inexpensive one first. The Badger from Off Grid. The new Badger EDC version 2s. Taiwanese OEM. 14C. Textured G10. A beautiful clip, one of the best in the industry. You got a tri-Torx in there. Nice, minimal, sleek. One of the best clips in the game. That's one of my favorite flippers in the budget category. Taiwan does an amazing job on their products. I mean, they're responsible for, Spyderco's, Demco's, Cold Steel, Off Grid. So, big fan of this. And these are like $60 maybe. So that would be one of them for sure. Ed, what's up, buddy? Perfectly tuned mini Militol. Very nice, Ron. Good old mini Militol, man. Yeah. I like the Militol. That's tough, Mick. Well, that probably helped keep you straight and narrow. Maybe. The Wingspan, the Bison, and the Olight Diffuse. Nice. I like that setup, dude. I like the Bison. Love the Bison. Oh, just hanging out, Ed. Getting ready to finish up here. Another good one from Off Grid is their new Stinger Spear Point. That would be a good rear flipper. If you like a big knife, big folder. Really good. If you like for $110 and under, or about $120 and under, Off-Grid does some of the best flippers, in my opinion. You know, you're getting Taiwanese made, either 14C or 154, and Off-Grid has a lifetime warranty. They're a U.S. company, you know, really good people. So I like Off-Grid. And they got a little something for everyone. Tantos, sheep's foot, spear point. You know, they got it all. If you want like more of a utility style, they just released these. The new cleavers. Taiwanese OEM here again. But they're great light switchers and push button knives. But these were just released not long ago. As far as a premium flipper, what's up, Ron? Good to see you, bro. Yeah, me too, Steve. You'll fit right in here, bud. Favorite flipper. The new AM8, what's this called? The AM8. The AM8, shit. Is it the Prayer 2? I think it's the Prayer 2. This is a good flipper as well, dude. Really good. Good flipper design. Good milling. Good detent. 14C G10. Nice little finger choil area there. I think these are like $40 or something, $50. That would be a solid option for a budget. The Glideman has a pretty, it's pretty damn good too. More of like the combination flipper. That one's pretty good. What I do is I go, that's why I can't put this down, because whether I want to, you know, if I want to cut out and that's how I want to deploy, well, I got it. If I want to thumb flick it, reverse flick, if I'm like, oh, I want flipper, you know, I got that. If I want rear or front flipper, I got that. If I get tired of the button, I can go right to the liner. That's why this hangs around. That's why that one hangs around. Yeah, Paul, I'm about to as well. Probably a whole one, though. Out of all the knives on the table, you choose that one. As far as this knife here, like if we're talking fidget, action, all that type. Yeah, I mean, this really this is a knife that has it all for me. You got all those deployment methods. You got two different ways to disengage it, and they're all really solid. I mean, the liner's chamfered and jimped. The button is well done here. Nice titanium backspacer. And this has the size that I like. This would definitely be, this is one of my favorite knives so far this year. Yeah, we're talking a little bit over 8.5. So, yeah, I like this quite a bit. Quite a bit. Like the Mini Griffin V2 is sweet, but it's smaller and you can't access the liner. So when they updated the V3 Griffin, you know, that good stuff. Ordered the One Track Mind Zorn in DLC. Nice, dude. Yeah. Yeah, Ron. I think a lot of us are probably. Yeah, they do. Not only do they make incredibly good knives, but they just released a bunch of new pry bars, and they're well priced. Like, this is titanium, a full titanium pry bar. These are like $60. That's a damn good price in comparison. They just put out a bunch of new lighters. This is a Reich branded lighter. That's a Katuo pry bar. This is a Katuo lighter here. I don't have any fluid in it, but I let this one dry up. But that's a Katuo lighter. Yeah, they have one of my favorite catalogs in the industry. They just put out a bunch of new titanium pens that are all really well priced. And they all have a little bit different mechanism. Like this one has a push button bolt release. All titanium. I mean, for a pen, you might think like 40, 50, 60 bucks is a lot, but it's not. It's not. Can't wait to put my scales on my 20.5. Nice, dude. Did you get a backspacer with the set? I'm pretty sure, Ed, aren't they all sold out? I could have swore somebody said they was sold out. RB, what's up, brother? Good to see you. What you carrying? Nate, what's up, brother? Good to see you, bro. What you carrying? Good to see you, fellas. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, okay. That's the way to do it. Okay, what do we got? Gateway Barlow today. Nice. That's the new Jackwolf, right? The new budget Jackwolf. Yeah, you'll have to send me a photo of that, Mick. Oh, I see. Yeah, I need a titanium backspacer for my 20. but I'll probably never find one. Or I need a backspacer. Well, I'd want titanium, but might put a copper in. The Azo Drop Bear 2. Nice. I'll be dropping a video on that soon. And the Gateway Barlow, but I'm not in a hurry to do the Gateway because there isn't any. Mine got pushed behind on the shipping. It got stuck in, where was it? It got stuck in like Tennessee or something for like 2 days, or maybe even 3 days. And the day this showed up was the day they dropped, and they were gone. So not in a huge hurry to do that. Hell, we could open this right now, I guess. I haven't even opened it. Nice. Really nice. Ooh. That's got a pull on it. Yeah. So, all the people who always complained about these being too expensive and said they'd never get one and hated on Jack Wolf ended up probably going and getting one, I'm assuming. Same OEM too for these. Same OEM. Yeah, it's nice. He definitely made a real smart move putting out this budget line, that's for sure. And not only that, but he did a bunch of different materials for the onlay, and he's doing 14C. I mean, for like what, $70 or so? He definitely came out swinging with these. Perfectly centered up. Good fit. All the pins are nice and flush. Back spring, everything looks good. Yeah, good stuff. Man, I love that blade. Gotta love a clip point blade. Gotta. Just got in the Spyderco Smock Sprint in aluminum. Went to take out the second detent ball and it is attached. No shit. I almost picked one of those up, RB. Did you get the raw finished one? Or did you get the black one? Steve, that's the quiet carry. That is called the shallows. Let me see if I can get... There we go. Not an affiliate link or anything, it's just a regular old link. But yeah, this is going to be a mainstay for me. Great fixed blade. What's up, Brian? I'm about an hour north of Harrisburg, Lycoming County. I am not far from Williamsport. Where Little League World Series is. Down. Oh, da, da, da. Yeah, he does, Kathleen. Yep, that's right. Oh, did you get one, Mick? Nice. Sorry, I had to kill a spider. Yeah, I almost picked up the raw one myself. Yeah, you will not be disappointed with a quiet carry, man. You will not be disappointed. Oh, nice, Steve. I didn't know that. Hell yeah. In what direction? Yeah, the drift is, I actually have a new, folder here to check out the newest version. But yeah, the drift, that's like if you wanted Marisol, that would be a knife you could get and never buy another knife ever again. You know what I mean? That knife would last you forever. It's got such good cutting geometry. The Van X is amazing. Yeah, it's a good knife. What's up, Terry? What's up, Eric? Oh, so you're north. So yeah, you'd be about an hour from me. Yeah, I have a knurled tie in Van X. This was my first experience with quiet carry. But yeah, this could be a knife that you would get and you'd never need to get another one. Not that that would happen or make sense, but it's got nice stepped, oversized studs, placed perfectly. Yeah, really good stuff. But yeah, I'm stoked to check out some more quiet carry stuff. They actually reached out and whatnot, so hopefully be checking out even more. They really wanted me to check out their fixed blades, and I was like, all right, I want to check them out. Dude, me too, Marisol. Me too, man. The XL, yeah, or the large, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, me too, bud. Me too. And they got a bunch of them, like a bunch of different versions. Yeah, it's a good knife. I actually had to wait on this one to come into stock back when I got it. Back then, these would go in and out of stock real quick. So I would just randomly check, because I wanted the knurled black tie with the Van X, and these were hard to get back then. The raw ones are cool too, but I wanted the black for whatever reason. And I love the blade. It's nice and tall for the size. It's nice and tall. You got that nice little choil there. Definitely a good knife. I think the son of the guy who owns Quiet Carry has been on Dark Waters Live. He joined the chat a few times. Oh, nice. The Tango's cool, man. I like it. It's really well done. I mean, there's no getting around that. The only thing that would have made me like this knife more, well, two things. If it was a little bit bigger, I would have liked that. But a full length backspacer. And it's funny because almost every Jack Wolf has come with a full length backspacer. And that's one reason why I really like them, because I'm a big fan of backspacers. And I was thinking this had one as well, but it's only got the quarter backspacer. But that would have really sealed this up for me. But it's still good. It's not uncomfortable or anything. but just looks and feel, I think a full-length backspacer just makes everything better. But yeah, it's a good knife for sure. Well done. It'll cut good, and it looks good. I can carry 2 different knives every day of the month. First fixed blade I've purchased. Yeah, I mean, if I had it my way, I'd carry like a fixed blade, like 2 folders and a slip joint every day, but that's not how it works out sometimes. But that would be ideal. Usually it's 2 to 3 normal folders, or like a fixed blade and a folder or 2. But Drift LC is a thick boy with bearings. Yeah, that's probably one of the few knives that I want to get, I want to check out, that I'm interested in getting soon, would be one of them large drifts. It's contoured large with the hole. Oh, that's right. They didn't do studs on those. That's right. That's right. Yeah, they're like, yeah, they're kind of like an oblong. Or no, wait. What do? They do like a half moon type of thing, or like an oblong. I know what you're saying though. Yeah, yeah. It's like the half moon almost. Let's see here. They probably don't got any in stock. The Chase, that looks cool. The Drift LC. They got 1 in stock with the G10 300. Looks like everything else is gone. Yeah, the Drift Large, knurled stonewash and satin Van X 335. That has studs though. 3.5 inch blade. This is probably a 3 or just under. It's like, yeah, right at 3. So the large, you get a 1/2 inch more blade. And obviously, so you're probably looking at like a full inch longer than this, at least. Probably an inch and some change. So you'd be on the better side of 8 inches, which would be perfect. Wow, about 8 1/4 would be perfect. But yeah. Yeah, Ron, me too, man. I like backspacers quite a bit. It doesn't have to, but like there's just something about a full-length backspacer I really appreciate. Later, Rolf. 385 tie scales available on quiet carry. Yeah, man, that's a tempting pickup there. Bean shaped, yeah. No, Ron, I haven't checked out a Dawn, but I know plenty of people who have, and they're good knives, so you won't go. That's another one you wouldn't be upset with if you picked up. I like quiet carry too, the way they, I don't know, they just put out a solid product and they stay pretty quiet for the most part. It's pretty funny. I mean, I wouldn't mind it if they got more involved, I guess you could say. But they just quietly put out banger after banger. But yeah, you pick up a Dawn, you won't be upset when you get it. That's for sure. You'll be happy about that. You will be happy about that. I think those are Riot, aren't they? Riot OEM. Yeah, hopefully Mick, his son, stops in one of the lives here one of these times. That'd be sweet. Yeah, buddy, hit that thummy. Hit that thummy, baby. We're about to hit, or no, we did hit 50. And if there's anyone in here who isn't subscribed, I mean, you gotta subscribe. You gotta subscribe. I want to thank whoever sent my information to this Ideal Image place as well. They've been hounding me for like 2 weeks straight now. Go check this video out. There you go. You know, Marisol, I've heard that it's Taiwan. I don't know about if that's been confirmed, but I've heard Taiwan does those, but I'm not sure. I guess I could ask and see what they say. Hey, later, RB. Stop in tomorrow night if you're around. 9:30 Eastern. Ish. Sometimes I stop into his lives, Mick, when I remember he's doing one or when I see it, I stop in there. I try to stop in all of them if I can. What's up, Gons? Good to see you, brother. But yeah, tomorrow night, about 9:30 Eastern, we'll kick off the normal stream. What's going on here? Why do I got 2 of those? Okay. That's right, Tuesday. Yeah, I'll have to stop in. It's been a little bit since I have been in there, though. Just put 500 rounds through the Ruger RXM. What's that? RXM. RXM. I don't know if I've seen that or not. Is that their new pistol or is that their new subgun? Oh, okay. It's okay. I've seen that. Their new pistol. Yeah. Yeah, it's like the Glock. It's kind of their version of the Glock, isn't it? Yeah. I seen those. I like Ruger. We got several of them, actually. Yeah, I like Ruger quite a bit. I forget who it was, but I saw somebody. It might have been you, Gons, or no, it probably wasn't you. But I saw somebody get the new Smith & Wesson. I think it's a 9mm, one that like folds up and shit. I wouldn't mind getting one of those. And you can store like a mag in the buttstock. You can store, you know, it's pretty sweet. It's a goofy looking thing when it's all folded up, but yeah, my daughter, little GBall, she is gonna start shooting the 22 here. I can't show it on the live stream, but I got a Ruger Charger all decked out here. Actually, the red dot just showed up. Sweet. So I got a new dot for it. She wants to start shooting, so we're gonna. She was shooting a BB gun. I said, well, we'll get the 22 out. And she's all for it, so I'm gonna get that all set up. Yeah, I'm stoked. Ooh, that's a nice pistol, Marisol. Yeah, the MK series. I love those. Do you still have that, dude? Yeah, the MK series. I love those damn pistols. They ain't cheap anymore. Yeah, the MP FPC. Yeah, those are cool. They're cool for like backpack and whatnot, you know. Kind of like low drag. Mine was a Winchester 3030. The first gun I ever had was a Ruger 22 with all the wood, you know, the original Ruger 22s. That was the first gun I ever had and shot. The first gun I ever bought, though, was a Mossberg 500 tactical. That was the first gun I ever bought. Right when I was 18, I went and got that bad boy. Freaking beast. With the pistol grip. Holds 8. But I changed it up. I added a real expensive folding stock to it and added a red dot. I added actually a Picatinny rail and a red dot. I changed it all up from what it used to be. Not very ideal with just the pistol grip. I mean, it works with that, but adding the adjustable stock and stuff has changed the game on it for sure. The first gun I ever shot, though, was a, I think it was a 30-30, and I was young. Me and my buddy went with his dad shooting, and yeah, I was in for a rude awakening back then. With that, I think it was a 30-30. That was the first gun I ever shot. Yep, the old Ruger 1022. Yeah, I wish I still had that wood 1022. We had 2 F-18 Hornets flying. Really? The SR22s. Yeah, well, I was gonna say the MK series isn't cheap anymore either. Like, they're pricey. I don't know what they're on now, like 5 or 6 or something, maybe 7. I forget what they're on, but the last time I looked, which it's been a couple years now, but they were, because I was all but ready to get one, and they're not cheap. Another one that makes a really good 22 is Taurus. They're what is it, TX 22, I think, or something. I forget what it's called, but the Taurus 22, that thing is apparently really good as well. I think it is TX 22, maybe. I haven't gotten to shoot a TX, but I've heard they're real good. I'd prefer an MK or something, though, personally. I have this real cheap, shitty 22 pistol. I bought it just for fun, I guess. But it actually works really good. I mean, it's a clunky thing, but it shoots, it works. It's a Phoenix Arms. I think they're in LA, or they're in Cali. I don't know about LA, but Phoenix Arms 22, I think. I forget. But I spent a bunch of money on it. I got the short barrel, the extended barrel. I bought a bunch of mags for it and shit. It's my bathroom gun now. But it works. Cold Steel 20.5. What's your opinion on it? What's up, Brent? The AD 20.5, you mean? The Demco? Might as well be a Cold Steel. But yeah, the 20.5s are good, man. I got one in AUS 10. I got one in S35. They're good. They're good. They're fun. They're dependable. I got one here. That's the S35 one here. Sheep's foot, or shark's foot, whatever you want to say. Basically Cold Steel. I believe, I don't know for fact, but I believe it's the same factory. But nothing beats the 20. Nothing beats the 20. What were you shooting to get the squib? We are on a fly zone for low-level aircraft. Really? This one is just original. This is a Demco 8020 with the diamond tie scales, and then a deep carry Lynch clip, titanium clip.
Oh, there's a spider. What?
Yeah, the 20's sweet. Yeah, this is a 3V Demco Wampum PA. It could have been a low-powered round, Mick, even. Yeah, but nothing's going on, guys. If you listen to what's being said, nothing's going on. Nothing's going on, guys. Could have been a low pressure round or something. It's hard to say, Mick. Sometimes they just happen. If they keep happening, though, then something's definitely wrong. It could have been anything, really. There's several things that can cause that. Yeah, the 20's kind of the ultimate for me personally. It's got the size. 3V is some good stuff. Why you have many weapons? No, the question is, why don't I have more? Because that's what I'm into, man. I like weapons. You know, some people like Barbies. I like weapons. Some people are addicted to food. I'm addicted to weapons. Yeah, Demco's G10 is good stuff. Really good. This is original, you know, original 80 20.5 G10 here, and I've never felt the need to change it. Never felt the need to change it. I like it. Probably I'll get a different clip someday, but for utility use though, the clip works good because you have a little bit poking out to grab a hold of it. So I've really never felt the need to change this one. I did change my other one, the OS 10. I put my Carta scales on it, my Carta backspacer, and I think that has a Lynch clip on it as well. But this one I never felt the need to change. I like it, like this. It was in my 43. Oh, my guess is it was ammo related for sure. Could have been magazine related too, I guess. Yeah, tools. Greg loves Ken more than Barbie. Hey, he's a good looking guy. Yeah, we're addicted to tools. That's what I meant. They are tools, though. They are tools. Nah, Steve, I never... If I were to get another Demco, it would probably be another 20 full size. And I'd probably get one of the other blade shapes. You know what I mean? But sometimes they can be really hard to get. And when I had a chance to get a 20, I think it was DLT who had them actually. I couldn't hack it at the time. But no, no shark cub. I got 2 clip points. I got a 20, a 20.5 clip point, and then the shark foot here. This is, I think this is the newest one out of the bunch. That, like, the most recent one I got. Or maybe the 20 was, actually. This might be the newest one. I can't remember now. I think I got these around the same time. Someway, what's up, buddy? Getting ready to hop off here and call it a day. Let's see here. Yeah, getting ready to call it a day, but we'll be back tomorrow night. We'll be back tomorrow night, baby. 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. Should run anything dirty or not, but I'd say it was a bad round. Yeah, should run. That's what makes me think it shouldn't have anything to do with that, Mick. I wouldn't think. As far as now, if you had something really foreign in there, it could have definitely caused it, but I'm willing to bet it was something to do with the round or the magazine. Probably the round, though. Like, if you haven't had more issues, you can kind of dissect it from there. Like, if you continue to happen, or it continues, it's either a bad package of ammo, or if it's different ammo and it keeps happening, then it's probably the magazine. But probably the round, for sure. Gunsmith said it was a bad round. Yeah, most likely. Some people are crazy and clean them up, you know, clean them after every time they shoot, which ain't a big deal. Yeah, sometimes that happens, man. I've had that happen with like 223 or 556 where it just was under pressured and caused an issue. It happens. You shoot enough that it's gonna happen. That's a personal question. All right, fellers and ladies. I'm going to hop out of here, and like I said, we'll be back tomorrow at 9:30. There you go. Go check that video out for me. Chinese ammo. Alright, guys and gals. Love y'all. And I'll see some of ya tomorrow night. Deuces. Peace. Much love. Good night.